having abandoned the extremes of sense pleasures and self-mortification, the Tathagata has woken up to the supreme enlightenment. So here it is very important that not just sense pleasures and extreme, self-mortification is also an extreme. Very clearly in the Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, in the first discourse itself, Buddha has very clearly said. There are austerities or ascetic practices based on wisdom, based on right understanding, samadhi. For example, now, say, the monks have so many rules. So they also practice certain austerities when they are following these rules. Or some monks keep tutanga, certain extra ascetic practices, eating maybe one meal a day, or eating only alms food, or similar, staying in a cave or under a tree or something, or staying in a cemetery. So certain ascetic practices are there, but that is to be understood wisely, to cut down the defilements, cut down the craving, cut down the greed, hatred, aversion, greed, hatred, ignorance. To reduce these things, certain practices, the Buddha also encouraged. He himself followed these Tutanga practices, or he encouraged other people. Venerable Mahabodhi was foremost amongst the disciples in practicing these austerities. But that is to be contented with little, to live with purity, to reduce the defilements, because when we face with certain kind of adverse situations, say eating only one meal a day, so sometimes there may be hunger or such feelings. So one has to deal with such feelings mindfully, or living under the tree, or similar practices, or eating from the bowl itself. For example, if people have too many plates and cups and bowls, and they think that I will enjoy different tastes differently. However, all the food, when you put in your mouth, it gets mixed up. And then in your stomach also it is mixed up. So it is a delusion basically. Having too many different plates and dishes and cups and things for eating separate objects, this is also one kind of delusion. When you put the things in the bowl and eat, then you will understand, because this is to cut down the craving of taste, rasa tanha. That's why the Buddha encouraged. He also always, all the time, ate from the bowl. It was not that the Buddha had craving left, but many things he did to encourage people, encourage his disciples so that they can follow. In many suttas, it is there. It was drizzling, and drizzling means not heavy rain, but mild rain, and the Buddha was sitting outside. In many suttas, it is come like that. Why? Because it is not that Buddha did not have a shelter or anything. He couldn't go inside the shelter. Not like that. But he was encouraging to get oneself to the sun and the rain and all these things. Especially the spiritual seekers, to get oneself themselves acclimatized to these things so that they can bear with all these difficulties. Because spiritual practice is a difficult practice. It is, one has to be physically also strong and mentally also strong. So many things the Buddha did like this to encourage so that in future people practice like that. But then these extreme ascetic practices, just torturing the body, it is meant for what? Here the Buddha says one word very important. Aimed at the immortal state means, immortal state here means not Nibbana. Here immortal state means by practicing these austerities, I will be reborn in a plane where I will be immortal, basically like a belief of a Deva or a Brahma, okay, I will be born in so and so plane, and I will be immortal. I will not die. Such wrong views. So these practices were mainly based on this wrong view of a immortal rebirth kind of thing. So that's why the Buddha said these are futile. They are no good. All such penances are futile, like oars and rudders on dry land. So if a big ship is there, ship filled with merchandise, and then that ship is put on a high land, not on the water, it cannot float, it cannot move, it gets stuck if it is on a high land. Similarly, these practices, the Buddha says, they are stuck on the high land, they cannot float, they cannot go to the other shore of Nibbana. They are stuck. Because of wrong views, wrong understanding and wrong practices, therefore cannot lead to Nibbana. So developing samadhi is very important. That's why in our practice, in our Dhamma practice also, understanding things with samadhi is so very important. Even amongst the Buddhist people also, there are many kinds of rites, rituals, or wrong views, not just non-Buddhists. Even among the Buddhists also, so-called traditional Buddhists also, a lot of wrong views and rites, rituals have crept in. Because generations they are doing, but they don't understand. Some of them have value. Say for example, Punyana has value. But we have to understand what is the value. Sharing merit means basically having merit in the first place. And merit comes from a purified heart. Merit comes from a mind which is free from greed, free from hatred, free from ignorance. So if your mind, whatever actions we do without greed, hatred and ignorance, that is a wholesome action. This is an action that purifies our mind. This is a powerful mental power. And that mental power, through our mind only, we can transfer to other people. This is Pranayama. So we have to understand correctly. And we have to also understand meditatively these mental states of wholesome and unwholesome, and how this power is transferred. Then it is a powerful Pranayama. But just believing and just putting water and not understanding anything is Silapada. No good. No, not much merit will be shared, because the person who is trying to share the merit, his mind is deluded. A deluded mind cannot transfer powerful merits. Not possible. Not possible, I say. No matter who comes and tells, I say this is not possible. This is the way, this is how the mind and matter functions. There can be no other ways, no two ways about it. So, unfortunately, many traditional Buddhists also have fallen into wrong practices because of not understanding the Dhamma, not studying about the Dhamma, not practicing the Dhamma deeply. They have fallen into rites and rituals. They will do this for this ceremony and do that for that ceremony. But many of the times they don't know what is the meaning of this. Why do we do this? Why is it recommended? So then we have to understand all our spiritual practices about samadhi. All our spiritual practices about samadhi. Everywhere, many places, the Buddha has very categorically emphasized samadhi comes first. If there is no samadhi, there is no athamika, there is no practice, there is no path, no fruit, no liberation, nothing. Samadhi comes first. So we have to understand, develop. For example, samadhi starts with kamma and vipaka. Kamma sakala samadhi. Wholesome action, unwholesome action. Roots are wholesome, roots are unwholesome. So as Buddhist, every Buddhist must know this much at least. What is wholesome, what is unwholesome. Why is it wholesome? Because the roots are wholesome. Alova, amoha, non-greed or generosity, renunciation, and non-hatred. Instead of that, metta, karuna, and wisdom, right understanding. Then it becomes wholesome. Then the mind is purified. Then these defilements are reduced. So automatically mind is purified. Therefore it is wholesome. And the opposite is unwholesome. So this is basic samadhi, starting point. So here, when the Buddha, Bodhisattva, when he abandoned these extreme ascetic practices, of course, he understood it with samadhi only. Otherwise, how would he understand? He understood in samadhi this is not leading to nibbana. This is not leading to nibbana. This is not working towards nibbana. If he had any understanding that it is working towards nibbana, he would not have abandoned it. But he had the right understanding. For 4 asankhya, 1 lakh kalpa, he has fulfilled paramis, including panya parami. Okay. So he has, even as a bodhisattva also, he had much more samadhi than most other people. Even before becoming a Buddha also, he had much more samadhi than most other people. He has fulfilled his paramis for 4 asankhya, 1 lakh kalpa, panya parami. Panya upaparami, panya paramata parami. So he has enough manya to understand this is leading to nibbana or not leading to nibbana. He has. He is supposed to become Samma Sambuddha in that very life itself. So that's why correctly understanding with samadhi, abandoned the extreme ascetic practices. Now Mara is telling him, oh, you are misguided, you have lost the path. The Buddha is saying, this is a wrong view. People practice it for wrong aim. Like a sheep on a high ground, it goes nowhere. It gets stuck, it can't move. It needs water to float. That is the nature of the sheep. It needs water to float. A stream, a big river, or ocean. But if it is stuck in the island, it doesn't float. Doesn't go anywhere. Slowly it gets rotten and destroyed. So that is how the Buddha is describing these extreme ascetic practices. Then he tells Mara, by developing the path to enlightenment, virtue, concentration, and wisdom, I have attained supreme purity. You are defeated, O Mara. So then Buddha says, there's a right path. What? Sila, Samadhi, Manya. I have developed this and I have attained to supreme enlightenment. So now Mara, you cannot fool me. You are defeated now. So this is the path. Sila, Samadhi, Panya, Athamika, Manga. All the 8 factors. In short, Sila Samadhi Panya. So the Buddha is telling the Mara that these austerities are no good. Earlier, as a bodhisattva, as a prince, he enjoyed the worldly things, sense enjoyments. He had a lot of sense enjoyments as a prince. When he became an ascetic, he practiced for self-mortification. But none of these things, then he correctly reflected, okay, none of these things lead to supreme enlightenment. None of these things lead to Nibbana. One is too loose, the sense enjoyment. Another is too rigid. And that example is given. That the harp, strings of the harp. When it is too loose, it doesn't make much sound. When it is too tight, then one tries to place the harp, the instrument, physical instrument, and it breaks, it snaps, that string snaps. Both ways it is unproductive. That's why he used the right life, starting with samadhi. So he used all these four pachayas, the bodhisattva. The food, the clothing, the dwelling place, the medicine, used it in the right way. And then he focused on Sila Samadhi Panya. Not in the way of craving, not in the way of aversion, but in the right way, and then focused on Sila Samadhi Panya, attained to supreme enlightenment, became the Sarmasa. So this is the sutta, short sutta, the Mara Samyukta. But important thing is to understand that all our practices has to be verified through samadhi. Following blindly does not lead to progress or nibbana. Whether it is, and how people follow blindly, these two ways only, two extremes. Sense enjoyment and self-mortification. These are the two blind ways. Following these two blind ways does not lead to Nibbana. Instead, what Buddha said to Mara, Sila, Samadhi, Panya, will pass. This is what leading to Nibbana. So, we must develop Samadhi at every moment of our practice and verify with Samadhi and keep on working towards Nibbana. The importance of Samadhi is so very primary in the spiritual practice. So this is what the small sutta from the Samyutta Nikaya, Mahara Samyutta. We will conclude here. May all of you share the merits. Sukhino Bhavantu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you, Sultananda Bhantesi, for this Mahara Samyukta Sutta. ಇವತ್ತು ಸುಲ್ತಾನಂದ ಭಂತೇಜಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಮಹಾರ ಸಂಯುಕ್ತ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಭಾಗ ಇದೆ ಸಂಯುಕ್ತ ನಿಕಾಯದಲ್ಲಿ, ಸುತ್ತ ಪೀಠಗಳ ಸಂಯುಕ್ತ ನಿಕಾಯ. ಭಾಗ ಮಾನಸ ಸಂಯುಕ್ತ ಮಾನವನಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಿರುವ ಉಪದೇಶಗಳು. ಮಾನ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಬಹಳ ಉತ್ತಮವಾಗಿರುವ ಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಅದು. ಆದರೆ ಈ ಮಾನ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಭಗವಾನ್ ಬುದ್ಧರ ಹಿಂದೆ ಮಾರ ದೇವತಾ, ಆ ಮಾರ ದೇವತಾ ಭಗವಾನ್ ಬುದ್ಧರನ್ನ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ತೊಂದರೆ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಬೋಧಿಸತ್ವಾದಾಗಿನಿಂದನೂ ಬೋಧಿ ಪಡಿಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕರೇಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಆ ಬೋಧಿ ವೃಕ್ಷದ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ತೊಂದರೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿ ಮಾರ ಯುದ್ಧ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಬೋಧಿ ವೈಶಾಖ ಪೂರ್ಣಿಮೆ ದಿವಸ ಭಗವಾನ್ ಬುದ್ಧ ಅನೇಕ ಜ್ಞಾನಗಳನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಪಡೆದು ಸಮುದ್ರ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಅವಾಗ ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಮಾರ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಈಗ ತಿರ್ಗಾ ಭಗವಾನ್ 7 ವಾರ ಕಳೀತಾರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವೃಕ್ಷದ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತ. ಆಗ ಇದು ಅಜಪಾಲ ವೃಕ್ಷದ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಕುಳಿತಾಗ ಕೊನೆ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವನು ಬರ್ತಾನೆ, ಬಂದು ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಈ ಅನೇಕ ರೀತಿಯ ಆಚರಣೆಗಳಿವೆ. ಈ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಪೀಡನೆ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಿರ್ಮಾಣ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಆಚರಣೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ ಆಗ್ಲೂ ಅನುಸರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಈಗಲೂ ಅನುಸರಿಸ್ತಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಏನು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಂಬಿಕೆ, ಶರೀರಕ್ಕೆ ನೋವು ಪಡಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಮುಕ್ತವಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಮನಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ಸರಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಶರೀರವನ್ನು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನೋವಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಡುವುದು, ಉಪವಾಸ ಇಡೋದಾಯ್ತು, ನಿದ್ದೆಗಿಡೋದಾಯ್ತು, ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಸರಿ ಉಳಿದೇ ಇರೋದಾಯ್ತು, ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ವಿವಿಧ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬೋಧಿಸತ್ವ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾಗ ಭಗವಾನ್ ಬುದ್ಧರ ಹೋಗೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಬೋಧಿಸತ್ವರು ಕೂಡ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರು. ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡಿ ಯಾವುದು ಪ್ರಯೋಜನಕಾರಿ ಎಲ್ಲ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮಧ್ಯಮ ಮಾರ್ಗವನ್ನು ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿದ್ರು. ಆ ಮಧ್ಯಮ ಮಾರ್ಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಮೊದಲನೇದೇನಿದೆ, ಸಮಾಧಿತ್ಯ, ಸರಿಯಾದ ತಿಳುವಳಿಕೆಯಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಜ್ಞಾನ ಬೆಳೆಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಜ್ಞಾನ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಜ್ಞಾನದಿಂದ ನೀವು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅದು ಒಳ್ಳೇದಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಒಳ್ಳೇದಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಶುದ್ಧವಾಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಮನಸ್ಸು ಶುದ್ಧವಾದಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ನಿಜವಾದ ಮುಕ್ತಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಿರ್ವಾಣ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ.